Hi, everybody. Craig here. Welcome back to the Battle for Wesnoth campaign, Descent into Darkness. In our last episode, we completed Scenario 1, and we were introduced to Malin Keshar, the main character. Now, Malin is an interesting guy. He had attended the Mages College and was kicked out after a number of years due to delving into dark magic and a little bit of necromancy. When he returned to his home village of Parthen, he found it under siege by orcs, and of course we used our bit of necromancy knowledge to aid the village in defending against the orcs, but of course the villagers were not very happy about that, and Malin has been exiled from his village due to, again, his dabbling into necromancy. So we'll have to see where the campaign goes from here. I'm excited to get into the next scenario. Now, before we jump in, I did just want to give a quick shout out to Oni Rusanen, who mentioned that as Malin levels up in this campaign, apparently the way he levels up is kind of separate from his class progression, and we got to see a little bit of that in the first scenario, where when we hit the level up, we got to just pick an attribute to add a point to, which was kind of cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of that as we progress here. So without any further ado, let's jump into the next scenario. Bitter and alone, Malin follows the back trail of the orcish band north from Parthen. He curses the mages for casting him out from the Isle of Alduin only half-trained, unprepared for conflict. He curses Drogon for lacking the resolve to make the necessary sacrifices to protect their home. Most fiercely, he curses the orcs for their mindless savagery, pillagers, and raiders who view violence as little more than sport. 3 days' travel northeast, Malin stumbles upon Darken Volk, the necromancer who had saved Parthen and taught him to raise the dead. The Dark Mage suggests that they travel together. Malin obliges, having been abandoned by his kinsmen. As the weeks pass, Darken Volk teaches Malin more dark magic. Peaceful Valley. In truth, I share your hatred for the orcs. The Northlands have been my home for many years, and the orcs have been a growing infestation in recent times. They despoil the beauty of the land wherever they go, hacking and burning everything without care or concern. If you are interested, I would be happy to take you on as my apprentice, so that I can teach you to fight against them. Yes, these orcs have threatened my friends and my home for too long. It's time I gained the power to put them in their place. Yes, perhaps removing the threat of orcish raids will persuade the people of Parthen to welcome you back. But for now, I must train you. The orcs are powerful in the hills, strong enough that even I dare not confront them directly. Then what shall we do? Strike at them where they are weak. A goblin village lies in this valley just ahead. They are the bastard children of the orcs, feeble creatures individually, but annoying enough in large numbers. Subduing them will provide us a fresh supply of corpses and souls to use against the orcs. It will be a worthwhile test of your skills. Alright, well, here we are, scenario number 2, Peaceful Valley. Our victory condition is to occupy all of the goblin villages. Our defeat condition is the death of Malin Keshar, the death of Darken Volk, or if our turns run out and we have 15 turns remaining. We're going to have a standard gold carryover in effect with the early finish bonus and 40% of gold moving forward to the next scenario, so we are incentivized to try to get this one done quickly. Alright. So we've got Malin Keshar here, again, our main character, and we also still have Darken Volk now, or we've been introduced to Darken Volk, and it does look like he is a dark sorcerer, so very nice that he's going to have some magical abilities, including a ranged arcane damage type here, Shadow Wave. That's considered magical, and then we also have Chill Wave, which does cold damage, and once again, that's also magical. So that's going to, I think, come in handy for us here. And again, Malin Keshar, we have our Magic Blast, which is an impact-based magical attack. We did level this up a little bit last episode, and we were able to get an additional damage point per attack, which is great. Alright, so let's take a look at the map here maybe before we commit to anything. I'm going to keep Malin on the starting position there just so we can recruit troops. But the map itself is quite small. I really can't pan around at all. So I'm assuming there's just going to be not a whole lot of exploring for us to do. Let's see here what we can recruit and recall. Oh, interesting. We now have access to the vampire bat. So previously we only had access to the walking corpse. Again, the benefit of these guys is their plague ability. The vampire bat does have drain. This unit drains health from living units, healing itself for half the amount of damage it deals, rounded down. They have very, very low health, but I believe they have pretty high defense, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you can see here on almost every terrain type, they have at least 60%, except on villages where they have 50%. And so what that means is that they're a lot harder to hit. And so rather than having a lot of health, they just rely on not getting hit very much. And then I guess restoring some of their health via their attacks with drain. Okay, interesting. And their attack is a blade type attack, whereas the walking corpse is an impact type attack. I suspect we're going to mostly go with walking corpses because this map is not humongous, but we'll have to see what we're up against. And then for recalling, we do have a soulless here that can be brought back for 20 gold, which is quite expensive when you think about it. And this walking corpse, another 20 gold. Probably not worth it when you think about that these are only 8 gold to recruit. So I might just grab myself actually a bunch of walking corpses here. Maybe one vampire bat just for... And we'll send Darken Volk up this way maybe to do a bit of scouting. Ah, I did not realize there was a swamp near this village. Malin, it would be beneficial for your training if we were to investigate. Okay, so we want to get to the swamp. Okay, now there's a village, so we will have to... And again, just to remind everybody, our objective is to occupy all of the goblin villages. So we want to make sure we grab those. I'm going to recruit, like I said, one vampire bat, and then the rest are going to be corpses. And for Malin, I think we'll just stay put, because we might want to recruit a couple more corpses depending on how this goes. Okay, so that's our first turn. We can grab the village with Darken Volk, so maybe we will do that here. Actually, you know what? Let's do it with our bat, and then we can move... we can move Darken Volk maybe into the swamp or wherever he needs to go. I do notice, I just saw this, there's a key over here on this tile. I wonder if that goes with perhaps something on this map, so we'll have to check and see. But let's go up to the village with our bat. Ooh, hang on. Okay, we can see something now. So we've got a number of villages here. I was going to say, I thought this was a chest for a second, but that looks like a hay bale. We've got ourselves a wolf rider right here. So presumably their base of operations is probably in the north corner here, I'm guessing. But we'll have to see. So let's see if we can grab this village. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, okay, there it is. So there's the fort. Ooh, we've got a goblin knight as the enemy commander. And then we've got a number of different goblin units here, including impalers. All right. So like I said, let's grab this village. Beware, the goblin guards in the villages. Oh. Goblin spearmen have popped out. Okay, so... presumably what's going to happen then, I'm guessing, is that every time we grab a village, there's a chance that guards may come out. I do see there's like a banner or something right here. I don't know what this is, but we might want to go there and see if that activates something for us. I also see a cage down here. I wouldn't be surprised if this key goes with this cage. If we have time, it might be worth trying to see if that gets us something. I do have an opportunity to attack with Malin, which would probably be worth it. So let's head over to the swamp here. I guess maybe this is the swamp, but I do want Darken Volk to maybe get in there and attack a little bit. So let's see if we can do that. Like this. Yeah, okay, here we go. And we can do some pretty good damage. Let's try this chill wave attack. Nice, good kill there. We're starting to get some experience with Darken Volk, which I think is going to be, I'm assuming, going to be helpful for us. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll take Malin up and attack this spearman, but I do want to use the bat to do that first. Try and weaken him. Okay, no luck there. What I'm going to do, however, first is I'm going to send all of my undead forward, and then we're going to recruit maybe 2 or 3 more, I'm thinking, just to make sure we have enough. Don't want to go too crazy with the spending, but I think that should be sufficient, and then we will send Malin. Ooh, actually, we do have to be careful, though. I was going to send him up, but now that I think about it, these goblins could step out and attack him and do some pretty good damage. We don't want Malin. Obviously, we can't afford to have Malin get killed, so... Shoot, maybe we have to wait. I do want to get Malin into the fight, though, so maybe what I'll do instead is I'll step him up like this. Okay, we will end it there. Okay, he's going after Dark and Volt. The good news is he's in the water, where it's going to be a little easier to fight him. Okay, our bat holding the fort. Oh, shoot, our bat got killed. Oh, and look at this. The Goblin Knight has stepped out to engage in the open, which is kind of an interesting turn of events here. Shoot, you know, the one kind of negative thing about the undead is that their mobility is kind of garbage. Or at least the walking corpses, I should say. Let's see if we can... Nice. Oh, shoot, and of course our unit was killed, but I'm thinking what we could do here with Malin is we could step up and attack, get the Magic Blast kill, maybe. Eek! Don't kill me! Why do you hesitate? Did the orcs show your people any mercy when they attacked Parthen? No. Nice. There, and again, I want to try and get more experience with Malin and keep getting him additional stat points if possible. I think what we'll do then is we will advance up like this. We just want to make sure that Malin is at least as much protected as possible. Okay, so Dark and Volk. Now, we do need to go over to this swamp at some point. It sounded like that was kind of important for us. I'm actually not going to attack. I'm going to just play it defensively here, I think. Now, I could go after this Wolf Rider, but I want to see what's in this swamp. Don't know how close I have to get, but what if I go here? Rise from the realms of death and decay. What are these things? They are ghouls, noxious beings fashioned from living flesh into carcasses of disease and poison. Those that outlive their masters gravitate towards the natural decay present in swamps and bogs. Isn't it cruel to turn men into such hideous forms? You need not pity them. Once these were evil men, murderers and outlaws, no better than the orcs you hunt. I have transformed them so their physical forms match the spirits within. Is that not fitting? No punishment is too great for their kind. I suppose so. Boy, this sounds like a bit of a slippery slope in terms of sort of the ethical and moral kind of ramifications of this. But we've been introduced now to the ghoul, and I've fought against these in previous campaigns, and of course they have the poison ability, which is very, very powerful. They have only a melee attack, but I think they're going to be very helpful for us. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get our ghouls into play here. We can even try for a poison right off the hop. Run! The monster's going to eat us! Okay, nice work. We took a bit of damage, but at least we got the poison on there. We'll have to be careful. We don't want to lose these ghouls, as I don't know if I'm going to be able to recruit them in the future. So I want to hang on to them if possible. We don't want Volk in the swamp there where he's got lower defense, so we will move him out. We could send one to the north here for this village. Maybe another one out to help with the main fight here. Okay, I think that's going to do it for our turn. So again, I was debating, maybe I should have used Dark and Volk to try and kill this Wolf Rider, but I figured based on the story prompt that there'd be some benefit to going to the swamp, so... Alright, let's end it there. Nice, poison, that's really good. Force them to retreat. Oh shoot, okay, and we lost another corpse. And our corpses are just dropping like flies here. That's not ideal. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is maybe try and get a kill with our corpse here. We can get Oh, geez, yeah. And of course, they're chaotic, so they're getting a benefit just like we are at night. Shoot, and of course they have first strike, which I kind of didn't pay attention to. Oh, this didn't go the way I wanted. That's kind of a shame. Well, we got to try for the kill here. Yes, okay, there. At least now we've got ourselves another walking corpse. Albeit with less health because it's from the goblins. And then we'll step up like this. We'll play it defensively. We've lost too many units already, so we have to be kind of more careful now. I think with Volk, what we'll do, we will take the village like this. Okay, so that just brought out a single unit, which is fine. We should be able to deal with that with our ghoul. Because I was just going to say, what I was going to do then is have Volk move up to assist, but that doesn't seem necessary. And you know what? I will send this one up and around across this bridge. Okay, and we've got village here, 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 and then this one. So we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. So that's what we have to make sure we capture. Again, Malin, I think we'll just leave where he is. I don't want to put him in danger just yet. So we'll end it there. That was kind of an unfortunate turn in that we took way more damage than I wanted. At least that corpse is still alive, thank goodness. Alright, let's get this kill with our ghoul if we can. Excellent. Alright, so now... okay, we got to get Volk involved here. Now, again, we have to capture these villages, but we have to be super careful. What if we go like this? Let's see, if we land this attack, we'll get the kill and another corpse, which would be good. There it is. Okay, great. That helps tremendously. I didn't really plan this out super well, though. I should have gotten that kill with a different one, so I could have moved up and still attacked multiple times. Yeah, if I do this, I'm going to lose this corpse, so I don't want to do that. So we'll just advance like this. Okay. Now, this ghoul could step over and start getting some damage on the Impaler, but I suspect that may lead to us just getting outright killed, which would be less desirable. So I'm going to send Volk over to grab the village, as dangerous as that is. Oh, nice. Okay, this one didn't have any defenders, so that's really good for us. And then I might even send this ghoul over just to help Volk a little bit. This one I'm going to keep back just so that it's a little more protected. And then we're going to end the turn there. Shoot, okay, there's another dead corpse. Okay, the knight has come out to attack. You know what, we can probably take advantage of that with our ghoul and with Volk here. Yeah, we're losing our undead like flies. We're going to have to retreat back with Malin, I think, and get some more. Oh, thank goodness, though, we did manage to get one with that kill. And now we have a walking corpse that's basically a wolf, which is kind of, or a warg, I guess. Or no, that was a wolf, excuse me, a wolf rider. That's pretty cool. All right, so Volk here. Like I said, probably best to head over and attack the knight well. The knight is exposed. I think that's going to be our best course of action. And then our ghouls can step over and go for the high damage there. Yeah, we'll send Volk here, and let's do our chill wave. Nice, really good damage there. That's fantastic. Okay, now we can probably send our ghouls over to try and get some poison on him. Nice. Oh, that's perfect. And look at that. One shot from death. It would be nice to get the kill with Malin, but we just can't get him up there to do that. So I think what we'll do instead then is we'll bring this ghoul over. This one can move over now that this is cleared out over here. I suspect the ghouls are probably going to be better to get experience with than our undead, because as we've seen, the walking corpses max out as a soulless, which, although useful, is not really that great. So I think I'd rather get the kill with the ghoul if I can. So let's try for that. Nice, and there should be some good experience. The big wolf is done with. Oh yeah, that's great. This ghoul got a ton of experience there. Okay, now we've got to try and deal with the Impaler, and we have to make sure that Malin doesn't get killed. So I think what... now I wonder, this walking corpse as the wolf incarnation might have more mobility now that I... Let me see. So it's, what does Fearless do? Fights normally during unfavorable times of day or night. That's good. And undead are immune to drain, poison, and plague. So, yeah, I'm seeing the movement points at 5, whereas these ones are 4. That's kind of neat. I think because it's the wolf, it gets extra movement, so that's kind of cool. All right, so let's see if we can kill off this impaler here. No luck. Okay, we'll try again. We might lose our unit, but... yeah, there we go. Alright, well, Malin can at least try some magic blasts here. Shoot, we just took damage, which isn't what we wanted. We could attack with the walking corpse, or we could grab this village. I think probably better to try attacking, to be honest. That first strike is making this challenging. Ugh. We're having really rotten luck with our walking corpses. Again, I probably should have planned this out better, to be honest. Ooh, we almost lost a ghoul. That would have been highly unfortunate. We can get a kill here with Malin, so let's do that. If we land it. Yes, there it is. Nice. A little bit more experience for him. Let's grab the village. Okay, there are the defenders. Now we've got to deal with them. This ghoul is maybe going to die, which would be not ideal for us. We will blast with Cold Wave and hope we get the kill. Excellent, there it is. And now we've just got to finish off this spearman, so let's see if we can make that happen. Yeah, we'll try double attacks here. Let's see, 1, 2... Okay, not great, but not bad. And then we can try with this ghoul to maybe land... We won't probably get the finish, but we have a chance to do some good damage at least. Nice! Okay, there it is. We did get the kill, and there's some additional experience, which is excellent. What I want to do now is I want to block off this guy. Oh, I guess he can't really get to anyone that's that important. So we'll just put the walking corpse next to him, I think. Like that. All right, and we'll end the turn there. Got to be mindful. We're running low on turns here. We've still got a couple more villages to clear out. So, all right, this guy needs to die. So let's see if we can get maybe a poison on him. Oh, jeez. And now this... Oh, okay, we have to use Volk, I think. Yeah, we're going to have to get in there and blast him. Nice. Okay, good damage. You know what? Malin might even be able to get the finish here if we land both. Okay, well, we landed 1 of 2. If we land 1, we'll get the kill and a new friend. There it is. Oh, interesting. Okay, if they die on a village, I guess they don't come back as a ghoul. All right, well, let's head up this way because we're going to have to go to these other villages here. So I want to see if this... Okay, that doesn't give us anything. I thought maybe that banner would give us something, but no such luck. And we'll leave this guy there because he needs to heal, so that'll do it. All right, Walking Corpse can grab the village. Then Malin and Volk can head over. We have 2 more villages we have to clear out, so... let's do this. Okay, it's just a single unit. We should be okay. Oh, not bad. And we got good poison and good damage. He's almost dead. That's perfect. You know what? This guy we'll just send back. Get him some health. And then next turn, Volk and Malin should be able to handle this village okay. Along with this ghoul maybe to help them. Okay, excellent. We still have a few turns left, so we're fine there. You know what? Malin could step up and finish off this spearman just for some experience. That being said, I might just give it to the ghoul here, honestly. Yeah, there we go. Very close to leveling up. What we'll do now, I think, is we will move Volk over. Sacking goblin villages is all well and good, but corpses and bats will not stand up to full orcish warriors. Have some patience. We have only just begun your training. These carcasses will supply you sufficient resources for practice. When you have mastered the basics, we will then assault the orcs, and you will see your forces grow quickly. All right, well, there we go. we've successfully completed scenario 2. I really was not as efficient with my gold as I should have been. I lost virtually all of my units, and I bought way more than I needed, I think. But I am still pretty happy with how it went. We've got a ghoul that's about to level up, and we did get a little bit of experience with Volk and with Malin. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how that went. But like I said, definitely room for improvement there. Um, I need to kind of get better at using these walking corpses. It's hard to adjust to how weak they are in terms of how little health they have, and getting that plague ability to kind of pay dividends for you is what I need to focus on. So, that being said, overall, pretty happy with scenario 2. We will end the episode here. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.